share your pain, your laughter and your sorrow. And free, the winds of fortune gently flow. There is a wonder in the weave, so many forks upon these roads. For a burden that is shared is much easier to bear. We will not fall to despair this darkest day. Whatever comes our way, whatever path we follow, I will share your pain, your laughter and your sorrow. And should we prove ourselves, lose ourselves, nothing's gonna send us astray. Whatever comes our way, I will be there. Whatever comes our way, I will be there to share your pain. These hearts of shadow, hearts of fire, sharing memory and mind. Our hope is strong in moments dire, through our mysteries entwined. For a gift can be a blight, or a kind word be a slight, in a world of fate and light and disarray. Whatever comes our way, whatever paths we follow, I will share your pain, your laughter and your sorrow. And should we prove ourselves, lose ourselves, nothing's gonna send us astray. Whatever comes our way, I will be there. Whatever comes our way, I will be there to share your pain. To sing a somber song of night, a belted ballad bold and bright face scales. To quell the urge beneath the skin, I'll take the gifts and let it inflict spells. For a burden that is shared is much easier to bear. We will not fall to despair this darkest day. Whatever comes our way, whatever paths we follow, I will share your pain, your laughter and your sorrow. And should we prove ourselves, lose ourselves, nothing's gonna send us astray. Whatever comes our way, I will be there. Whatever comes our way, I will be there to share your pain. Whatever comes our way, whatever comes our way.
Hello, Mel.
Hello.
Mal's gonna be my patron. Whenever I cast Hellish Rebuke, it's on the DM, and I'm just gonna throw Mal at you.
No, don't throw Mal at me. I don't want
I'll fuck
that.
you up.
Anyways, who would like to give today's recap?
Well, I can't speak. I'm dead. I wasn't here last session.
You could still give the recap, Red. It just ends with your death.
All right, sweet. So, we're going to. Where did we start last session? I can't remember if we started. We started in the city, and
You
then
guys
we
started in Edinburgh.
Yeah, so
You're heading
we started.
towards-
Yeah, so we started in Edinburgh. We did some shopping. Some potions were acquired. I thought about buying drugs, but I couldn't think of any that were actually useful. We acquired some adventuring equipment that we could use to explore this new dungeon. I'm not calling it the other one because
You don't want to call it a cherry?
no, because Jonah thinks that's very uncouth and
Kind of is.
and not nice to say.
Not very cash money.
Exactly. We eventually did though get to the train. It was a very nice train. We traveled in first class, courtesy of Bucky, and we had a run-in with a bunch of different NPCs. They were all wonderful and weird. There was a greasy man who really liked to eat. There were 3 old ladies that are definitely evil. One of them with a magical bracelet. We had Clarity time. She hung out with. She talked to Dar, and they went to a bathhouse, I believe. That happened last session. Then she talked to Gleb and said, I quote, "May I consume you?" And
What the fuck?
That is the phrase that was stated.
That was a wonderful conversation. She also had a dream about her brother. And he was like, "Yo, are we the baddies?" And then he was like, "I am now the baddies." And then we heard a scream.
Yep. Get an inspiration, hero die. Blah, blah, blah. So, yes. You guys are all woken in the night by a scream from one of the cabins further down. Let me move you guys to the... Okay, Mal, I love you, but I can't hold you indoors. You're heavy.
I'm so stupid. I didn't open the game on Roll20.
That is stupid.
Correct. It's okay. I fixed that by the time I told you I was stupid.
Okay. So yeah, you guys hear a scream, a blood-curdling scream from down this way of the sleeping cabin. Also, Hikari. Send
Yes.
me a list of the items that you wanted to get before, since we have to, retroactively do that, because they were doing light item shopping, just like mundane items for dungeon diving.
Yeah, I can tell you right. All Isabella would get would be rations, just food.
Just food? Okay. How many rations did
Just
you want?
I'll say like 2 weeks worth.
Okay.
She
So
wants
that'll
to be
7
safe.
food. And then
Yeah,
you
that's no
add-
problem.
And then add 14 rations.
Alright. Oh, I already have the thing up.
Alright. So, are you guys going to just stay in your cabins or investigate?
Fuck no.
Jonah's gonna burst out into the hallway with a hand on his gun.
Have you guys been fucking with me this whole time?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
100%.
Fuck you. Part of me admitted that, and part of me was like, no, this everyone's confirming it. This is not like you're fucking with. No, fuck you.
We do this every time someone misses a session in my campaign. We're like, this person
know.
died.
No, when I missed a session, you said everyone died.
That's
told me
funny.
I rest my case. I TPK'd them, actually.
So,
Is Hikari staticky for anyone else?
Yeah.
my mic.
Okay.
All
I
right.
just wanted to make
She's
sure.
Working on the She's working with the welfare mic right now.
Oh no.
Yes.
That's...
It's literally it's a GameStop mic.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Hikari. Okay.
Yeah, I will get new ones by Christmas. Don't worry.
Yeah, I was like, you're a grown ass person. You can do what you need, but like, goddamn.
Look,
So,
yeah, Isabella burst through her door too.
okay.
Me and Isabella just like run into each other.
So, checking on
Madrash
different
is
rooms
only
to figure out.
Madrash is gonna come out too, but like, he's haphazardly half wearing a robe. He's like, he it's barely thrown over him.
So it like came from like down here, right?
Yeah. Looking,
Yeah,
you guys
so
see
he's
that this room is open, and the occupant has been wrapped up in webs as a cocoon, and remains hanging in a web, lifeless.
Oh, he did?
He did. Yep. Oop, wrong button.
Would I know if there's any security on the train or anything like that, or is it just
There is
like
not. The main security for the train is it moves fast. There is no actual like security for the train because that would be far more expensive to run. Plus things like
I didn't know if they like didn't have like a dude with a gun or something that they just post on the train.
No,
or
usually
anything.
it's
No.
the train is moving so fast that like you would have to have some sort of crazy magical means of propulsion to keep up because like it'll just outrun just about any like land animal.
So if somebody on the train is an active criminal, they just kind of like don't know what to do. I guess. All right.
Not. It doesn't happen very often. So there haven't been the need for marshals on a train yet. However, after this, maybe.
Yeah, Jonah's like at the door. He has his hand on his gun. He's like, I guess I want to or guess like look around to see if I can see anything moving in the room. If I saw anything like run away.
Yeah. Make me either an investigation or perception, your choice.
I wonder which one I'll choose. 13.
So you notice the windows and the door were not forced open. And the bite marks on the body are very large. So it's a large spider-like creature that isn't here anymore.
Would do those does it look familiar?
I'd say
Because my first thought is like the fucking big spider we fought in the cave at the beginning of the campaign.
yeah, you know what, I'll give that to you. Judging by the evidence and the fact that there is no spider here, odds would suggest that a fade spider is what did this.
Oh, sick. Oh no. Oh yes, figured it out. Oh no.
And Jonah just like close the door without like disturbing anything in the room.
Yeah, you could do that. By this time, the other passengers are poking their heads out of their cabins, asking What's going on? We heard a scream. Is everything okay?
I think we should all meet in one of the other cars. Perhaps a dining room.
Okay. And everyone else will start migrating towards the dining cart.
All right. I will go and fetch the engineer or the game master, whichever staff member I can get a hold of.
Probably the game master.
Okay. Then I'm going to go get the game master, and when I go get him, I will let him know that there's a body in
There we go.
that one of the other passengers was attacked, and that there's a body cocooned in his room.
Okay.
Let him know that we purposely did not disturb it, but we were sure before we left that he was dead, but we did not disturb the room.
Alright.
I'll just call all of the staff, I think. Just get everyone in the train together for a second.
Smart idea, smart idea.
At this point, I think Clarity's probably slower to get up than usual after her dream, beads of sweat, and is visibly looking disheveled. She tries to compose herself, I think, but it's just not working the way that it normally would. So I think to try and combat that, she casts Disguise Self on herself. Make herself appear at least a little bit more normal, of normal composure.
Literally casting disguise self so that
Normal.
you look cleaner and more put together. I love it.
Yeah,
Disguise
that
self
sounds like the
as a
perfect.
functional self. Alright.
And
So,
probably checks around and follows the group.
alright. So,
And she probably goes, what happened back there?
We're not entirely sure.
Oh, thank
Something
you.
that shouldn't have happened.
So, do you guys remember the big spider that bit me and then disappeared with me?
Oh, the one where we panicked because you were gone? Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I believe they
One
called
of those
it a
showed up.
spider.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure. I'm not 100% sure, but it seems like something like that showed up.
Oh, great. More weird shit.
More weird shit indeed.
Seems a little out of place.
I agree.
You'd think that public transport would be a bit more safe.
well, you...
Not to the detriment of the staff, but we would have better luck on public transport.
The bartender,
Mm.
who is currently wiping the sleep from his eyes. Well, usually the train doesn't have to worry about these. Most wild animals stay clear of the tracks. I mean, phase spiders are natural in the blasted wastelands, but they usually don't ever come near the train. On the account of, as soon as they get too close, they just kind of go splat. And they're smart enough to stay away.
That's what concerns me.
Well, why did you gather all of us here? Just to make sure that we're all still kicking?
Yeah.
Mostly that. It just also seems strange that a spider just got onto, and Madrash kind of looks out the window this fast of a vehicle.
Well, it's not impossible
Wait.
for them to board. It's just very unlikely. They'd have to be prepped down on the line and jump at the right time, and hopefully don't go splat upon impact.
No.
My point is, it also could have come in on cargo or luggage or something. I don't fucking know. But the thing is,
That was my
right
suggestion,
now
honestly.
it's dangerous to be alone. And I wanted to get everyone together so we all know the situation and propose the idea that everyone here make sure that they are never by themselves.
Mm-hmm. That's sound idea. Probably for the best to make sure that the engine room stays locked tight. Don't want anyone getting in there. Any spiders, at least. Without that, we're dead in the water. We're weeks from any land. That won't
Question:
instantly dry us out. Yeah.
If I ask this out of genuine curiosity. I understand this may sound rude. If it can phase, would locking the door really help?
Yeah, the cabin's the most reinforced part of the train. Company secrets. It's even protected from divination spells.
Interesting. Well, I have been corrected.
Yeah, sadly, that's the safest place for all of us, and the place that we can't ever go in.
We plural, as in including yourselves.
Yep, only the engineer's allowed in there.
Which one is the engineer, by the way, God?
Now, he's still in the train cabin. He hasn't left.
Oh, I would have banged on his door to
He would
get
not
a
have
note.
responded.
Oh, fuck. Well, okay.
All right.
It'd be a shame if the train got hijacked then, and no one would know.
Well,
I
at
mean-
the moment, we're still on track for our destination, but should the train actually get hijacked, there's not really many places they can go, aside from forward and backwards.
I mean, one of the things some of us could do is check the cargo to see if the spider was brought on the cargo.
Do they even have a cargo hold, or is it like kind of just what you bring with you? Is in your...
They would have a cargo, but it would be like near, there. It's just on this map there is none, but there would be a cargo.
Okay.
Track. A cargo car.
I will probably go to the cargo car then.
Alright. For those who are going to do that, roll investigation.
So
All
I'll go.
right.
I don't know.
I'm
I don't know
gonna-
who's coming with me because
Isabella's
I'm gonna
coming because she
help.
suggested it.
I will
said
stay
invest-
with Clarity and the other passengers then. I will tap Jonah on the shoulder and give him guidance as he
Aw.
walks away.
9.
Oh no.
The other was a natural 20.
I
investigation,
think at this point,
and I get a D4.
Yep.
So that is a 22.
Okay. You were saying something, Momo?
oh, I was saying at this point, I think I kind of want to like take a look at all of the passengers in this immediate area to see if anybody looks like a bit more suspicious, if they look genuinely like concerned or scared, maybe it's a little bit of an act. I don't know.
Okay, yeah. Roll me insight, and then we'll get to
Yeah,
after
can I
the-
piggyback on that?
Yeah, both you guys roll insight, and we'll get
Cool.
back to that after the investigation check. Okay, so the investigation check. Looking through the cargo, you see various personal effects and other such items for travel. You do notice that in the corners and unused spaces there are cobwebs for much smaller spiders, non-threatening kinds. Okay, less threatening spiders.
Isabel still just groans at that, seeing them. She's like,
But aside from that, you don't really notice anything out of the ordinary in the cargo.
Right.
all right. That leaves a third option.
Alright. And
One,
for
but
you
keep-
guys' insight checks, 8 and 18. Okay. So, let me get the passenger list. Okay, so the elderly lady who has the shiny magic bracelet is sweating a bit, and her eyes are darting between all the other passengers, with a look of fearfulness in her eyes. Mostly just kind of okay, well, which one of these people are summoning spiders and murdering people? Let's see. The elderly man with the beard. He is currently, while his age shows that he is, fairly tired at this point, he doesn't have any hint of deception or malice, but he's fairly calm in this situation.
Okay.
The tubby guy who is eating a whole bunch at this point is more preoccupied with his snacking at the moment, since he seems magically compelled. He doesn't seem to pay that much mind. The man who has leaves growing out of his hair is definitely got shifty eyes and a worried look on his face. And then the last of the elderly women is currently knitting, but she's not doing a good job. Like, there's a lot of holes in her knitting, and it's more out of to try and calm herself down than to make anything productive at this point.
Okay. You said that this there's these two elderly women. One of them has the magic bracelet. That was the purple one or the blue one?
The purple has the bracelet. I forgot the lady in the turban.
Okay.
She is currently writing a letter very frantically. It seems like she's concerned about her well-being and looks like she's writing a quick will and testimony. Just kind of in case I don't make it, I leave all my stuff to my grandson because fuck my children.
Okay. The bartender seems pretty unconcerned. What about the game master?
The game master is worried, but more out of self-preservation.
Okay. Alright. I'll definitely notice that... I would notice that Clarity's also trying to get a read on people too, right?
Yeah, it's not going so well for her.
Okay. With my one-way telepathy, I fucking love this. This is so fun.
And rude.
It's so funny. I'm gonna tell Clarity. My biggest worry is the strangely calm, almost veteran-like gaze of the man near me, and the man with twigs in his hair seems worried, but not fearful, in my opinion. So I plan to keep an eye on him. And I'm just gonna calmly ask the bartender if, as one who's always looking to find the best conclusion we can, is there anything that any information you can provide us with that may help ease our minds in such a trying time, and or is there anything we can or should do for our late co-passenger?
As of right now, we'll just lock the room so each body doesn't get disturbed. Aside from that, all we can do is try to get the engineer to go faster.
All right. As an additional note, I may not have the magic to do so, but if I had some incense, I could do a small prayer for him in the name of several of the 9. I am well acquainted with several of them.
Yeah, I think I can get something for that.
I appreciate that. I know not the individual's preference, but Mordeus is a safe bet.
Yeah, especially after the passing. So the bartender will go and find something either close enough or some incense. Something that'll fit what you need.
As he's walking away, I'm going to whisper, and a stiff drink would be very much appreciated, but that's just me.
Yeah. He comes back a few minutes later with a shot glass full of a kind of a brown liquid and some incense sticks that seem to be kind of old.
Thank you very much.
What was the place where... do I know what rooms people were staying in? Like, I saw them come out. Like, do I remember... Would I remember where they came from?
I'm going to go with no, because the DM doesn't remember, so I can't give you proper information.
Okay. I remember where some of them was. Would I remember where the purple lady is from?
I would say yes.
Okay, because she was in here.
Yeah. Like, I can't point to the actual room, but I'll say that you kind of remember which rooms they were from, so you can check that one. Whether that's
It's
historically
top room,
accurate,
second from the... It's top room, second from the right.
Yeah.
That's where she is. I'd like to see if her door is locked.
It's not.
Cool. I'll peek in.
Okay.
Pecan pie?
Looking into her room, it's very obvious now what her profession is. Due to the furnishings in her room, the safe bet is that she's a prostitute.
Do I see any paraphernalia for magic? Anything like that?
Only bedroom magic.
Okay. I closed the door.
Yeah, I think once Jonah does that, Isabel just heads back to the cart because she's like, "Man, there's only tiny spider webs in there."
I'll walk back in. Check the cargo. There was evidence of spiders, but none the size that could kill a man.
Yeah, just the ones that you apparently eat in your sleep.
Jonah, could he make like an insight check on people when he comes in and says, "We found evidence of spiders"? See if any like people shift before he says that they're small.
Yeah, roll me an insight.
All right, fantastic. 22. You know what? I'll spend a hero die. Spend a hero point. 25.
You really want to make sure you know if someone's lying.
Yeah, I have a +9, man.
So when you mention spiders, there's a flash of worry before the mask comes back down with the woman with the turban. With the old lady with the turban.
Yeah, his eyes like kind of just dart to her for a second before I think he has a mask slip moment because he didn't expect her to be suspicious.
Would you be
So
able
he
to
just, like-
roll me a deception check to try and maintain composure?
I think it's less of like a losing composure kind of thing and more of like he was planning to just like, look without being noticed and then like he kind of like, huh? Like, huh? Interesting. But yeah, I can roll deception. I'm not very good at it. 16. So he kind of just like glances at her for a second.
What is insight? It is wisdom.
Wisdom.
Okay. Oh no. She notices your also moment of clarity as the two of you are staring each other down. Is there anything you wanted to do?
I just give her a smile and finish my statement.
Okay.
I assume she might look a little unsettled, I guess. But yeah,
Okay, so let me clarify this because I think it was missed. You rolled above her deception check.
yes.
Yes.
He's not gonna call her out in front of the people,
Okay.
because he has no actual evidence. But actually at this point, he just like gives her a smile like directly,
Mm-hmm.
and finishes addressing the people. But his point now is like, I'm gonna smile at her, I'm gonna make eye contact with her for that second, and I'm gonna become her target, hopefully.
Straight up fucking out in yourself.
Yeah.
Man, you're just one session off.
If she is the killer, I have made it known to at least her that I am quite suspicious of her.
Okay. So what's the plan now, guys?
Now that Jonah's pissed off the hag, I cast slow on everyone.
Oh,
No.
Fireball, actually.
Well, I don't have
We
that
don't
spell.
have that. We don't have that We don't have that wizard gem here. Okay.
Level 5, we can have fireball. Level 6, actually. Yeah, he'll just finish like talking about the situation with the storage room. With that said, I think we should all stay in groups of 2 or 3. 3 is probably safer than 2, but I realize that can get a bit awkward.
Okay. They all seem to agree with the logic and are ready to head back to their rooms.
Alright. I'll stay behind in the dining room.
Okay.
Did we take a look into that, into the victim's room, or did we conclude that was the prostitute?
I looked into the prostitute's room. I didn't look into the victim's room.
Yeah, like the
Okay.
victim's room we're leaving, so it's not disturbed.
He knew she had a magical artifact, so he checked her room really quick. But, yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
do
I
we
think
really
as
want to leave this to the authorities, or?
I actually have, that old woman with the turban.
yeah, what about her?
I caught something off of her. When I came in, I started talking about the spiders. When I paused before letting them know that they were only small, she had a strange reaction. She stared me down.
Hmm. Oh no.
I gave her a little stare down myself, but if she's the one doing it, I'm probably her next target.
Maybe she just really hates spiders. I don't know.
I mean, there's something else we might want to consider. What if one of the people can turn into a spider?
Or summon one.
Yeah.
If we've
That's a
got
good
a
option.
spider person, that's horrifying. To be fair.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
hopefully
well,
this
let's
just becomes one murder, not murders on the train.
Well said on the Orient Express.
Isabella was about to say that, but she didn't. She's like mentally like
I mean,
murder
to
on
be
the
fair,
Orient Express.
in character. Very in character slip up.
Yeah. She's about to say Oriental and she goes, train?
Okay, so let's recap. We're pretty sure these spiders are the same ones that we fought before.
Yeah.
It looked like
Yeah.
Madrash is going to like on his side be like, I remember how big that bite was. That's not a pleasant memory, but I'm pretty sure.
Also, something that big to make that bite, it wouldn't get past me very easily. I got there pretty quick. I doubt a spider is proficient enough with opening and closing doors to get out of a room and the entire train car before I could get to that. Before I could get out into the hallway.
I mean, if
Had
it's
to be-
that vase spider we've dealt with before,
Yeah.
those just go poof randomly.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Kind of has to have some kind of capability to at least like
Oh,
move
I got
quickly
you
or
now.
be unseen. So I can't think of much else other than that spider. I mean, unless there's other versions that can do that.
What if it shrunk its size and became like a normal size spider?
I don't know of many creatures
tho-
with
can they
magic
do that?
themselves.
Can they
I
do
don't
that?
know. I don't know. I'm just throwing out ideas.
Look, my idea right now is it's one of them phase spiders, or maybe someone on the train, perhaps that turban woman, summoned
Under
a giant spider, and she can make it disappear like Clarity can do with her little dragon buddy.
Wait, we're sure that the spider is a Fey property?
It
Nope.
might have a Fey property. I don't know.
Alright. Either way, we should probably stick with the plan of 2 to 3 people in a room like we already were doing. But still.
Mm-hmm.
If I can suggest a course of action, I think if we're splitting up at all, each group should always have either Gleb or Isabella with them. I don't think any of the rest of us are really equipped to take many hits from a giant spider.
I will give you that.
fair enough.
In the case of the worst being the worst, Majosh, I know you were able to get out of that weird plane. Can you describe, I guess, the organ that you finagled with in order to come back?
Yeah, actually. And Madrashi is going to use minor illusion to make a very, a too accurately diagram of, a spider head, pop it open, and then be like, it's right about here. That's about where I grabbed it.
Okay.
Huh.
So, if for whatever reason we get bamped in and defeat the spider, we should finagle with that part.
Me, Gleb, and Clarity could artificially agitate that ourselves. Shona and Isabella, you'd have to find a way to activate its body without magic. Horrifying concept, honestly.
Yeah. Weird things have happened. Alright, so how are we going to split the rooms up this time?
I think since I'm on her bad side, I should probably be in the group of 3 if we're splitting up at all.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Down for that.
Madrash, you have... This is him asking. I don't know if you've used it. I think I've seen you use Dimension Door before, right?
No.
No.
Vortex Warp.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
I mean, another thing we can do is Clarity. You could have your friend with the group that does the other group. That way, if something happens to them, you would be aware. Because Madrash can message us. It's an extra security.
Mm-hmm. And
I think the
Crash and the
go
little
ahead.
one can. I suppose it would be safer for Madrash and my little one to be together then. That way we have some form of communication towards both groups. Depending on how far in the train I can be, I can speak to the pseudo dragon, and Madrash would be able to telepathically talk to us if something were to happen.
In this case, I guess we can split into 2 groups, men and the ladies. Then we take the little guy. Clarity can contact us through that, and I mean, if we get in really bad trouble, you'll fucking know it. And he taps his gun.
Yeah, we will.
Funny enough, Jonah's message is more clear and concise than what I can usually do.
Yeah, you have scared people before with your messages.
Yeah.
I guess if we split up, our teams are Isabella, Clarity, and then me, Madrash, Gleb.
Yeah.
I think
Seems
if
about it.
there's a safe time to split up, I think right now is. Considering it
Okay.
just happened, if there is a killer on this train, they probably won't act again immensely soon. Let's see if we can,
Split up and look for clues then.
yeah.
How much did you
Okay,
actually look over that body? Did it seem like it was like fed on or just killed?
I didn't get a close look, but that was going to be my suggestion. If
Because
we can get in that room, I don't think they want anyone in there, but I have special capabilities to get in places people don't want me to. Uh, I could potentially perform a seance.
I do hate to interrupt, but I've been granted permission to go in there, so we can just go in there.
Oh, wonderful. All right, let's do it.
I was hoping that your skill set would be usable for exactly this, and I'm glad for that. Also, just a proper funeral rite is always appreciated.
I hope you know proper funeral rites, because I don't.
I do.
All right, that works.
I actually have extensive study of Mordeus.
We're gonna have so many questions by the end of this train ride, aren't we?
Whether we have answers or not, I have no idea.
No.
And I'll stand up. Isabella, Clarity, you guys have any ideas for anything else that can be looked into? Maybe
No,
talking to other groups of passengers, or eavesdropping on any people we have suspicions of.
I mean, the only other thing I'm kind of being like freaked out by is the fact that no one talks to the engineer apparently.
That is
Yeah, well,
a wee bit odd.
Really dumb concept.
talking to the engineer will be hard or at least getting any sneak peeks of him. Because I doubt he didn't answer me when I was banging on his door yelling about someone being dead. So I mean, that's not.
The wild idea I have is the engineer is a base spider.
That is a weird idea. Yeah.
I know.
I would like to ask as a player, is it typical for people not to be allowed in the engine room like at all, no exception,
Yes.
even if there's a dead body, another okay.
Correct. The engine room is just always
Right.
off limits.
Okay.
Yeah. My idea is he's probably heard me say someone's dead and he's barricaded himself in there. After all, it's apparently the safest place on the entire train.
Yeah.
That is such a stupid. That's such a stupid idea. What if the engineer were to die or something? No one would be able to stop the train.
I've been wondering the same thing. What if he's already dead in there?
I mean,
We could
if
try and
we
get a
have,
peek in, but the problem
I
is
will
we have
yeah.
two staff members sitting in the bar right behind the engine room.
I mean, we just need to convince them that this is a special situation, in which case it would be, beneficial.
Just the confirmation of his existence would put them at ease as well as us.
I mean, if anything, push comes to shove, I can use the axe we got and just kind of hit the door. Maybe do
Well,
something.
we don't want to get
Just,
banned off trains forever
I
before
know,
we get charged.
I know. I'm just saying if push comes to shove and it is a desperate situation.
If we have the employee's blessing, absolutely. I've been kicked out of enough places to know what we dictate is crossing the line may not be what the staff dictates is crossing a line. And
Absolutely.
I also wouldn't want to get the authorities on us. I already remember what they did to Heath and his friends. And
Yeah. Fuck those guys.
Quick question, DM.
Yes.
Are these like the connections to the train car? Is it like a you open a door and then you are outside, and then you open a door and then you're inside, or is it like a
Yeah. It's
like
open
it's
door.
like an actual tunnel? Like
It's open door. You have like some railing, and then open the other door to get to the other side.
but you are like fully outside, like you can see the sky and everything.
Yes.
Okay. And
I think I wouldn't mind.
real quick, the head of the train, it had windows into like the main cabin.
Yeah.
I might be able to sneak a peek into the main driving area. I don't know. Possibly.
I mean, as ironic as it may be, I mean, Gleb can turn into a spider.
But if
We
God
could have
does
him.
that,
Well, he
make
could
her
turn. I
suspicious.
imagine he can turn into a normal ass fucking spider, or like I don't know, a bug that can crawl or
I
something.
can maybe do something not terribly risky, possibly.
My only issue with that is if someone sees you do that, they might cast suspicion on you, then us.
I don't think anybody will see anything.
Well, sometimes they always blame the people who find the body first.
Mm-hmm. I think maybe we do that in a last ditch
Yeah.
effort.
Let's see what we can find first, and then we can care about that.
all right, so first stop the passenger car.
I think so.
All right.
All right.
Isabella, would you mind if
Yeah.
I take a look around some of the other carts?
Not at all.
Just
I'll come
kinda
with
wanna
you.
gauge, thank you. Well, if they're going on the other side of the train, I'm probably gonna head over here on this side, and Midrash will, the little one will probably just curl around Midrash's neck. Stay out of trouble.
The funny thing mentally is like he makes it halfway around my neck and he's like, "Oh."
Yeah, it's not. It's not.
It's not making it, but it's funny.
At having trouble being on.
So we got the group splitting into two, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mhm.
All right. So what is each group doing?
The lads are going into the deceased room to check things out, and air quotes only perform a funeral.
this particular cart happens to have the employees on it, correct? The one that I'm on?
Yes.
Okay. I think Clarity would probably like to ask if maybe there are any vents. Just look around the cart in general for any weird signs. Like, is it just the one cart and the cargo, or is it spread to other carts that maybe there are weird spiders going on? I think
Yeah. It's just the
that's what.
the cargo cab that has the cobwebs in it. Everything else is pretty clean, and no real vents that you would be looking for.
Okay.
Was there anything else?
I think while Clarity's like scooching under the chair one of the chairs just to take a look, she's gonna close her eyes and try to like focus on how much pain she's feeling.
Yep.
Like, does she feel any extra weird tingles than normal, I guess?
No.
And after that, I think she would probably strike a conversation with one of the employees. But we can swap over to the guys.
Okay. So, guys are investigating and giving funeral rites. Anything specific you guys are looking for, or no?
There's some stuff I'd like to do, but I'd like to see what other guys are doing.
Yep.
Before that, when Madrash and I leave this cart to follow after Jonah, I'm going to reach over and stick my hand to the wall, and my hand is going to crawl away.
Okay.
While we're in the transition between carts, and I'm going to cast Find Familiar, and my hand is going to turn into a spider.
I'm sorry, your
Spider
hand?
goes.
Yes. Yes. What was that, Obo?
And off the hand goes.
Yes.
Adam's family. Dun-dun-dun-dun.
Dun, dun, dun,
It turns into a spider.
Yeah, it's full-on spider.
Alright,
and
where are
I'm
you
going
seeing
to
the
try my
spider?
best to get it to the front if I can.
Okay.
I don't know if it can make it on the outside, if it flies away because of the wind, oh well, but...
It would be able to get there most of the way by going underneath, because that's where the connections are between the different cars. But once it goes on to like get out from under, it'll need to make a strength check versus the wind.
What if it pulls up in the space between in the space between the boardwalk?
It could, yeah.
Were there... Yeah, I'm trying to get it so that like I can see through a window on the front.
Yeah.
So it's gonna need to get blown no matter what, I think.
Alright. Let's see, spider stats.
A strength check. Oh boy. It's a
-4.
-4.
Yeah.
You need a natural 20 here.
Humongous strength
the DC
stat.
won't be super high because the spider does have a natural climb speed, so it's not impossible. It's just like it's gonna be a rough check, but yeah, it's a strength of -4. So roll that -4.
Yep. Yeah.
Guidance. No.
I'll just roll
Actually, if you
mine.
have guidance, it can cast guidance on itself.
I do not.
Okay.
Never mind.
Natural 20 incoming for 16 strength.
I'm just gonna roll my own strength, so I don't gotta type it in -4.
That's fine.
For a 9.
9. So the spider starts
I'm
to
gonna burn a
crawl.
hero point because this is funny.
Okay. The spider begins to crawl its way up and around and start going towards the window, while exposed to the blisteringly fast speed. It is unperturbed by the speed. However, since you guys are in the desert, there's a decent amount of sand being kicked up, and so every now and then the spider is just crawling inch by inch, and then thunk, a grain of sand hits it in the head, and the spider is able to continue to march its way towards the window while being buffeted by little bits of sand. From its perspective, it's a terrifying and horrible climb. Every inch is fought for. From the outside, it's just a spider crawling on the side.
Yeah.
Love that.
Can't believe that hero point turned the 9 to a 14.
Love that.
So, eventually the spider gets close enough to one of the windows to where it could see in.
When it gets there, I'll have it communicate back to me, and I'll take over its senses to start looking around to see what I can see.
So, disorientating because spider eyes are fucking weird, but after a second, you're able to see vaguely inside. The glass is slightly tinted and it's nighttime, but because of the spider's weird vision, you're able to see that there is something humanoid-ish in shape moving around with the controls, and every now and then you see a purplish blue, well, I guess that's a magenta. No, magenta's red. A violet colored light kind of pop in to your view before it disappears.
Highlight it's in a view. Okay. I don't know anything about trains or magic bullet trains, so I have no idea what that is, I assume. But it seems like, from my understanding, that the conductor is alive and well and not wrapped up in a spider web.
But he still could be the spider.
He could be the spider disguised, yes, but we'll get to that when we get to that.
If you would like, you may make an insight check to see, like, movement or whatever, to see how the engineer is faring physically. You can make out most of that.
An insight check?
Yeah, it'll be yours, not the spider's. Spider got no insight.
Not very insightful, huh? That's very rude of you.
The spider is only concerned with, are you bug? Are you food? Are you not food?
Yeah. Okay. One of these. Hell yeah, another 13.
Alright. The movements of the engineer are very stiff. One might say wooden or mechanical in movement.
He might be a warforged or like a automaton.
Great, more of those.
Well, in that case, explains why it doesn't leave. It's probably a robot.
Yeah, why I didn't care about you. Okay.
Unawakened too.
Okay, that'll be all for now. I'll try to get the spider to make it back to me as we're going about, but if he doesn't make it, he doesn't make it.
So, this is now just a battle against the elements for the spider. To make it back faster, the spider anchors down some silk, holds on tight, sends off a prayer to Spider Jesus and jumps, repelling from the window, letting the momentum of the train pull it backwards towards the rest of the cabins. After a grueling fight against gravity and a fly that just kept wanting to pester it, it eventually reunites with its master, beaten, battered, exhausted, covered in dirt.
It's dirty.
Hilarious.
I like that you could have just recalled it and you didn't.
Magically make it disappear and reappear.
Yep. It's just like, congrats, you have survived the Crucible.
We don't do that here.
Yeah.
Make my
when
familiars work.
when it rejoins your body, your hand hurts as if it was just being attacked by a toddler with sandpaper.
Oh.
Like a toddler with sandpaper? That's funny. That's a visual.
That's cruel. That's cruel.
Okay. All right. That's all for me for now.
I guess while we're walking towards here, could I just, as we're passing by, just put my ear near the door if it's closed, just to see if I can glean any bits of conversation from the ladies in there.
So right now, there is a riveting conversation being held by Helena, the one you have determined is the prostitute, as she is discussing with the other ladies this wonderful potion that she has that, really good at driving the men wild, as it is it's a reusable slime that only eats clothing.
So I go into the room with the dead body.
Of course, that's what ends
Fucking-
Jonah's life.
That makes Jonah go, nope. And then he's just like, I wonder if that's related. Oh, wait. Never mind. I got ahead of myself. Ignore
I'm
me.
assuming Madrash is with me.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Madrash and Clever there.
Yeah. Madrash just watch you put your ear to the door, start blushing, and then walk away, and then Madrash just smug.
Oh, no, he's not blushing. He's kind of just like, oh, okay, fucking hell, man.
Just roll your eyes.
I'm
All right,
just like wasting my fucking time, bro. He's like, these uncouth people. I can't believe it.
Yeah, it's hilarious as they're all 50 or older.
Like,
Well,
okay.
it is true that there's more rising STD rates in the elderly.
I did
He's
not
more
need to know
confused.
that.
He's more confused as to why this woman is talking about this stuff to like ladies who are like have grandchildren and great grandchildren. He's just like, okay.
Because statistically, their partner's probably dead. But
I see. I
they
opened
might
the
still
And they're
door.
want
looking
some
for a
action.
new one.
Looking for some action still.
Did someone ask why? Oh, there.
I open the door and I go in with the dead body.
All right.
You see 8 dead bodies now.
He is still he is still cocooned in spider silk, and very much so still dead.
Yeah, I'll start setting up for a seance. Let the other guys do what they want in the room or this cabin if they have something they want to do.
Madrash is just gonna, what's the word?
Look around and find out.
No, offer a prayer to Mordeus. And basically light some incense and start conducting a like an actual I can't think of the word all of a sudden.
Funerary, right?
Funerary rites. Thank you. God.
Mhm.
Okay. So, giving funeral rites to this. And I was
Hoping
going to
that
type
like
in-
the funeral rites will make whatever ghost that Jonah encounters fucking happier than they would be if we were just like, hey yo bro, you died. What up?
Okay. Question. For your seance, is there anything different you're doing, or just your normal seance?
Hmm. Anything different I'm doing? Well, I guess the different thing is I'm sitting. I'll set my circle up. Of like candles, and I'll light them. But not only will I have the like holy symbol of Mordeus in the center, but the circle will have like the dead body hanging over the center of it as well.
Okay.
The conduit will be the flesh.
Okay. So.
Also, I'll make sure that all of the candles are a safe distance away from any silk or
Oh,
webbing.
well, you should have said that before you lit them because whoosh. No. Yeah, you're good.
The entire train burns down. I guess we don't need to care about the killer because they're all dead. Woo!
So. Um. So, the elderly tiefling man who is deceased. You begin your séance and begin to peer into the realm of the dead. There, you find a comforting moment. The spirit of the man who had died, is currently crying in the arms of a rather tall, gray-robed individual. You can't make out his face, but he seems to be comforting the recently deceased.
I would know this is like an embodiment of Mordeus, right? Or
Yeah.
like that's kind of yeah.
We fucked up.
Do you mind if I interrupt?
The face, which how to describe Mordeus's face for you? At this point, it's hard to make out details. The face looks blurry, like you can't focus on it. Like you try to look, and your vision slowly slides away. But from what you can see, is it's like a large white disc that's kind of illuminated to a bit, and as it turns to you, he raises a hand up to his what you would assume would be lips.
Yeah, I'll like bow my head, not speak.
After a few moments of wordless talking, the spirit slowly dissipates, and then the elderly man in the gray robes begins to sit down across from you. Wait,
So the elderly man is the
is Mordeus.
Victim.
Mordeus. Oh fuck! I thought I was going to be talking to the.
No, the victim, the tiefling disappears, and the large, gray-clad elderly man sits before you.
I wish to avert any deaths any more deaths that might affect the people of this train. I don't suppose in your wanderings you may have spotted a spider.
Yes, there are spiders here, but not in the way that you think.
Do these spiders wear human skin?
No. If it is information that you are wanting, I cannot give more than what I have been told.
Perhaps you could tell me who told you?
Yes, righteousness, the dearly departed. He was sleeping peaceably when he was woken up by the spider. His room was closed, and there was nothing that entered and nothing that left. That is all I
Description of
know.
the spider, perhaps?
He didn't get a good look, aside from large spider. He only had moments before his death.
I see. Thank you.
Why do you care so much? If you're talking red, I can't hear you.
He's like, I need to.
Hmm.
It's only right.
Not many would share your sentiment.
Well, not many need to.
Well, thank you for alerting me to this one. Otherwise, it would have taken me quite some time to find it.
He'll nod. Of course, my lord.
You
Ready to know.
You feel a hand on your shoulder give you a couple of pats, and you look up and he's gone.
Alright, I'm assuming my seance ends.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I give a breath out, the candles off, like wink out, fire ends. Well, it was certainly a big spider. He turns around.
Were you able to find out anything else?
Nothing entered or left his cabin. He got woken up by the spider and died moments after.
Hmm.
But it was certainly a big spider. There's no mention on how it got in there. I guess this is better to ask one of the Gleb. You did that thingy with the magical spider hand thing. do you need to, like, see where you put it?
Yes, I do.
Is there any window in the door?
Well,
Scanning.
it's less I see where I put it, and it more it just comes off of me. I'm not like clarity, I can't just summon it wherever.
So Clarity can just, like, say she stands at a door and summons it on the other side. She can do that?
I think so. Pretty sure I've seen her do that before.
Well, that doesn't. I guess that doesn't get rid of the possibility that they summon spiders. Apparently, there are spiders here, but not spiders as we think of them, I guess. He wasn't very clear. I suppose there are spiders here, but they may not be what we think they are, or the ones we're thinking of. Perhaps it's a phase spider, perhaps it's just a giant spider that was summoned and then winked out of existence.
Okay.
All I know is the spiders do not wear human skin.
That'd be
That.
a weird looking spider.
Well, it's what I asked, and I received a no, so I think we can rule out people who can
Turn into
become
spiders.
spiders. Yeah.
Okay. When you said a spider that wears human skin, I thought like you were talking about some kind of frightful costume.
No.
I was very
I
concerned
mean,
for him.
I mean, is the spider disguised as a person? I guess. Do we have any other ideas?
Not off the top of my head.
Oh, does the body look like it's been like drained or just killed?
I'd say just killed.
So it hasn't been fed upon yet. So whatever killed this person hasn't eaten them and might come back to eat them or take them, or they are actually just trying to murder people. I don't know. It seems strange to wrap them up and then kill them if they don't plan to consume them.
It would look like they were being fed on to anyone who doesn't know very much about spiders, maybe.
My question is, if it were actually a phase spider, why wouldn't it take it?
Take it, yeah.
Take him with him to eat on the other side. Instead of leaving it here with all of us, that could potentially keep it from eating. You know?
And nobody heard his door open or anything like that.
No. Specifically, no one entered or left, is what I was told. And I'm generally inclined to believe that information, so that's certainly, like walk over here. Can I, like, listen in on these guys? See if they're...
Yeah.
See how they're holding up?
At the moment, you hear, steel being sharpened as, the elderly man who had the stern look on his face. You hear him talking to the other two. Now, don't you worry, I'll keep up tonight. Anything come through that door, and I'll stab it a few good times. I've been through some of the shit. This ain't nothing before. Just a little different.
Right. I'll walk back to them. I think the men are okay. They gotta... Seems one of them in there is used to a fight. He's getting ready to kill anything that comes in, so maybe we shouldn't go barging in without knocking at any point for any reason.
Something, unless an emergency persists, of course.
Sure. Yeah, he did talk about multiple stabbings on whoever walks through the door, so...
Oh.
Either way... How... we gotten any ideas on how to properly get any more information? I mean... I'm starting to think this isn't a phase spider. It might just be a normal giant spider that was summoned and then unsummoned.
Might just have to catch whoever it is in the act.
Yeah. Hey, Madrash, do you have any way to detect like summoned creatures or like demons and shit?
No. That would be very useful, though.
Maybe you have something like that, Gleb, or this is Redwire, the player, asking if you have detect evil and good.
No, usually just Aether.
I guess that might be better than nothing. Maybe we can get that set up and talk to the other people in the rooms and, just ask if they're okay, if they're doing all right, if they need anything, and, take a peek inside the room with that active, and maybe we can find out if anyone's doing any shenanigans.
I'm down to give it a shot.
Yeah, why not?
All right. Can both of you do that?
No. I do not have the ability to detect magic.
Well, I certainly don't, so I guess, Gleb, it's all on you.
Oh boy.
Well, I can, and he holds up the ring, though it would cost the setup of Gleb helping set it up.
I mean, I guess that's the question. Is it worth having two viewpoints into the room and both of you looking?
I'm not entirely sure.
Doesn't hurt to try. I've got enough Aether to go around, so.
Alright. Then, I will hold out the Ring of Spell Storing and let you cast Detect Magic into it.
Yeah, I try to do that and do it if I can. It's only an action.
Detect
cast,
Magic
so.
is first level?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright, so I've got currently 4 levels stored into it.
I guess we detect magic up, and Jonah will knock on the door of. Let's start with the men.
It's the middle of
Knock
the
on.
night.
Well, I can hear them talking in there,
Yeah.
right? I can hear active talking from both rooms, right?
Yeah. So.
And it's not like
knock-
we disbanded not too long ago, right?
Okay. So you knock on the door and
real quick,
open
before
it up
we-
and what?
Before we walk away from this room and close up the door, I'm gonna let the hand spider go in and just like sit in the corner on the ceiling and keep an eye on the room with the dead body.
Okay. Sounds
Actually,
good.
yeah. Can we scan the
Ooh, yeah,
death room with detect magic first as well?
yeah.
So,
Nothing.
which of us is
magical.
casting that first?
Hmm?
Are we both casting it at the same time, or are we taking turns?
I would assume both at the same time, so you can. Oh, so you can both peer into the room from behind me and see if there's any magical shit going on. But
Okay.
it lasts an hour, so it's not exactly. We're not exactly in a rush.
Let's see. Detect magic. Oh, it's a range of self. Motherfuck. Okay.
Yep.
I was hoping I could meta magic it and double the range on it, but it doesn't work like that.
And if you could meta magic it to twin spell, we could all have it up. It would've been,
Unfortunately, range of self you can't twin spell.
yeah, it needs to be range of touch at least.
Correct. So then I will just have detect magic going as well.
Right. I'll knock on the men's door.
Okay. Opening up the door is the elderly man who currently has a long knife drawn at the ready.
Sorry to bother you.
Ain't more of them spiders, are there?
Not that we found. Just letting you know we finished the funerary rites and just wanted to check in, see if you guys were feeling all right, if you needed anything.
So
Our
far
group
we're
is
doing good.
all
Yeah,
right.
all right, boys. And the others kind of nod their head, both a bit shaken still.
All right, we're
For the detect
our group.
magic, you notice that the younger man and the middle-aged man are both glowing with magic.
Do we know the school?
Let's see. One is transmutation, and the other one is.
What is curse magic for
I want
200?
to say the other one is necromancy. Yep, the guy who has to eat a whole bunch is necromancy. The guy with the leaves in his hair is transmutation.
Probably like alter
Transmutation. So
self.
that's magic that changes you, right?
Yes, it's changing things. So it's probably like alter self or something. Like the tweaks in his hair.
Yeah.
Of course, Jonah doesn't say this because Jonah knows nothing about magic. At all. Totally. Yeah.
Mhm.
I never said anything.
I'm glancing at them.
Meta
I assume
knowledge
it
ice
just
cream
makes
truck.
sense.
Meta knowledge ice cream truck. Hell
Ding,
yeah.
ding,
I love that
ding,
spell.
Ding, crunch.
Well, if you guys have any trouble, let us know. Our group is pretty used to combat, so we should be able to help you if anything happens.
Mm-hmm. Same goes for you.
All right. Give him a nod and I'll walk away.
Alright, what you guys up to next?
The ladies.
Okay.
Knocka, knocka, knocka.
Yep. They open the door. It seems that they were quickly hiding some things before opening the door. A couple of them look a little embarrassed.
Sex toys.
He's gonna pretend to not care at all. He's gonna be like, oh yeah, whatever. Hi, ladies. Just let you know that the funerary rites are done, so we're gonna lock up the room and close it up, and just wanted to check in, see if all you guys were all right, and if you needed any help with anything or need anything from any other carts. Our group is pretty used to combat and whatnot, so if you ever feel in danger, you can always come to one of our two cabins.
They thank you before closing the door. From what you can see with the detect magic, it is the bracelet on the elderly woman, and then the woman with the turban has something magic in her clothes. Can't get a good look at it, but there's magic coming from it.
Can I tell what school of magic?
This one is nondescript. It's just generic magic. It's not a school.
I probably would have been a little suspicious of the turban woman. Would I have noticed her clutching any weapons or anything like that? Or...
No.
Yep. All right.
Yeah, the bracelet is also of generic magic. Because, if it's not a specific spell or school with a spell, it just shows up as generic magic.
It's just enchanted.
So, odds are the woman with the turban has some sort of magic item on her person.
Right. We've gathered what we can. I guess we can jump over to the other two who've been waiting patiently as we waffled on for an hour.
Ladies, is there anything that you two would like to be doing?
I think Clarity is after checking to make sure that this cart is clear. She is probably going to the next cart, and to the next cart, and to the next cart, and
Okay.
just looking around and focusing and checking.
Okay. Anything aside from just visibly scanning everything?
She's I guess focusing on pain that she feels.
Yep.
And if she notices anything different.
Nothing in regards to that.
Mm-hmm. And she's probably she's gonna turn to Isabella and say, well, it doesn't seem like any fey creatures are here right now, at least. So I suppose that can ease our mind now. I appreciate you coming with me, even though you don't really know what my motives are. But I think for now, the cards are clear. So if we wanted to go back to the others and see if maybe they found anything interesting. Not, then...
Mm.
Or Isabella's.
Are you there? Hikari?
What?
No.
What?
Amumu was chatting with you.
Oh, I
It's
didn't
fine.
know.
No, it's fine.
I
okay.
couldn't hear that. You're whispering. I couldn't hear you.
Oh, was I whispering? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No.
I couldn't.
Sorry. But Clarity would just say, thank you for, I guess, pleasing her silly request, but it doesn't seem like there's any fake creature around here.
Yeah. Yeah,
That everything's
Isabella
safe
would
and we
agree.
can go back to the guys if we needed to.
Yep. Let's go back to the boys.
Okay.
Yoink.
So is everyone done with their searching and investigating for the night and ready to resume long rest?
I think when Isabel goes to her room, she would unattune to the necklace and then tune to her new axe.
Okay.
And then she goes to bed.
Okay.
Before we go to bed, I would ask Clarity if she would be willing to cast Find Familiar on the ring.
Yeah, sure. I should have about 5 casts of that available. Material-wise, I'll cast Find Familiar.
Appreciate it greatly.
Alright.
I think having, as you say, a little one of my own may be very helpful to us.
It can prove useful in situations.
And I'm sure that they would be honestly very, very nice to chat with.
Well, they do help when you're lonely. Believe me, I've had my little one for a long time. So did you guys find anything interesting on your end?
I did a seance. Ended up speaking with Mordeus.
I'm sorry, what?
Came to take away the soul. Probably because of your funeral rites. He didn't do much. He kind of just sat there with me and told me what the soul saw. And asked me a question, and they left. But the door was never opened or closed. No one came in or out. The victim woke up to the spider attacking him and died moments later. He didn't get to see many features of it. before he died.
Hmm.
But Mordace seemed to confirm that he seemed to confirm that nobody turned into the spider. He told me spiders were here, but what exactly did he say about like the spiders were there, but something is like, but
I think
not
not
in
in
the
the
way
form you're
we,
expecting.
not in the
Yeah.
form you're expecting.
Mhm.
Yeah, said the spiders were here, but not in the form we're expecting. I believe that they might be summoned giant spiders, or like the like the little guy that you have, maybe, where they can like kind of go whoosh, whoosh, like in and out. Because if it was one of them phase spiders, wouldn't it take his body to like the other side to start munching?
Yeah, you're right. I don't think it's the same.
At the very least, I think it's being
I'm-
controlled.
Huh.
Do we have any idea on the victim? And I mean, if this is a hit or something, then it might just be a one-off murder. The person gets their pockets full of money and person's dead. I mean, I know nothing about the individual who was murdered, so I just trying to fill
Yeah,
in the blanks.
I mean, but if it
Did you?
was like a hit, wouldn't they like do it so there wasn't attention brought to our killing?
I think the real question is why would they do it in such a special way? Like, even if they were going to draw
No.
attention to it, why wouldn't they just like pick his lock and stab him in his sleep? Anyone could stab someone.
I mean,
Mm.
I wouldn't stab someone. I don't know how to pick a lock.
But
If
you
I were to
can.
kill
I mean,
somebody,
look, let's just
if
say,
I were to kill somebody, I wouldn't stab. That's not what I'm proficient
but
in.
you
I would
can
use magic.
stab.
True. Alternatively, I believe what's more important is that maybe it was meant to look like an animal had done this, and us being able to see through it, it seems very clear to us that, of course, this wasn't just a normal animal attack, but it seems that the people really concerned, that would be most concerned about this, the staff, are already, what is the word? They're looking at this as though it is more likely than not an animal attack, when we're worried that it is a larger plot. You know?
What if the guy the spider killed wasn't the person they meant to kill?
That would be sloppy work.
I know, but I'm putting it out there.
No, this is not towards you, it is towards the potential whoever did this. Sloppy work.
Yeah. Just
It does seem pretty like a pretty big failure on their part if they go through all the work of bringing in this monster to kill something for them only to drop it in the wrong fucking room.
I never said they were a good assassin.
I never said you were wrong.
I mean,
Hopefully
that's
hopefully the person, if there is someone doing this, hopefully they're that stupid.
An incompetent assassin sounds more horrifying than a good one.
Yeah.
Even when Madrash is hired to kill somebody, he gets the right guy. So I'm sure that they got who they wanted.
I mean, there is a guy that's always going after Madrash that we just handled, so.
Well,
He's a pretty goofy guy.
Yeah. I liked him. He said a lot of things I understood.
We'll see him again, I'm sure.
What if he's actually dead this time?
Respectfully, I thought he was dead the first time, and then after that, it's only been... He's only gotten more frustrated with me. Rightfully so.
Alright, let's get some sleep before crazy ideas come out because of lack of sleep.
All right.
Something, Madresh
think
always has
so.
crazy ideas.
Oh, shut up, Madresh.
I think I would still like to know more about the individual that was murdered.
Yeah, we didn't exactly check his room very much.
I mean, if there's a reason why he would be killed, then
Clues may be physically left.
I mean, I can always come back. We can have a rummage.
if it's not too much trouble.
No trouble at all. I assume we like locked the door before we left, so I just like pull out my lockpick. No problem at all. Let's stand up. I'm gonna go and take the lock.
No problem. Breaking into places.
It's a useful skill.
Ignore the little guy on the ceiling. He's a friend.
All right.
Looks at the ceiling.
His hand.
I am so confused. What do you mean, little guy on the ceiling?
In the
Oh.
room with the body. Don't. Not
He put it. He put his hand. He put his hand. Left it
Oh.
behind.
No, it's the spider.
Wait,
Oh, I
Are
did
you
the thing you
without a
told me
hand
not to
right
do.
do you not
and-
have a hand right now?
No, I do. There's-
You
I
have
have a
both your.
hand. Yes.
Third hand.
But wait, do you have two hands? Or are you just
yes,
missing?
I have two hands. Two hands are on my body right now. I hold them
Then
both out.
Then why did you say you lost a hand
I-
and it's on the
I
ceiling?
didn't say that. No, it's a spider. There's
I
a
said he
spider.
left a hand.
There's a spider
What?
in the room. It's a friendly spider, this one. I did the thing you told me not to do, Clarity, and I investigated the driver's cabin. I think whoever the conductor is might be like Francis, but I'm not sure.
But if he's like Francis. Oh, you mean robot. Okay, not the.
Whatever that
God,
is.
yeah. God, yeah. Like Francis, but not like Francis.
Suppose that answers a few things.
I mean, are we really surprised?
Who owns these trains? Like what company? Would this be common knowledge, I assume?
Probably like
Yes.
Vladimir Steelworks.
It's probably a company that the DM hasn't made yet.
Okay.
Okay, so it's not
okay.
Mandala.
No,
I
it's
was
probably
like,
some other transportation company that just like specializes in that.
okay.
But they
I
could
thought
employ.
it was Vladimir Steelworks or whatever the fuck.
No, they do.
No,
Russ.
They do.
Putin.
weapons.
they do weapons. Okay. We need to find someone who can like furnish our instant fort so we can actually have fucking beds.
That would be so nice.
'Cause I'm pretty sure it's just like two like empty floors, like of just nothing, just squares.
Okay, well, do you guys want some spoilers?
Tell them.
Spoilers.
It's not a spoiler, just
Hell yeah.
You gave it a map! Yay!
Oh, it does come with beds.
I found a map that's furnished because you guys are high enough level. Why not?
Oh, yay.
Yeah, we get to have chairs and things.
And
And a rug.
table.
and a rug.
So,
A
Yes,
rock.
for future use.
Yay.
I'm gonna pick this lock and get inside.
Yeah,
Yeah,
easy enough.
you all go ahead and go over there. I'm gonna stay here. Leave the door open.
What from the detect magic earlier? There was no magic in the room, right?
Correct.
Okay. And the only magic we could detect was the woman's bracelet, the
2 curses.
the
And then
dude's yeah, the dude's
the woman
curse.
had an item as well.
Yeah.
Urban
Okay.
woman had an item.
Alrighty. I just wanted to make sure.
Mm-hmm. So, are you guys ready to go to bed for the night? Or is there anything else last minute?
I'm gonna rummage through all the stuff in this room.
Okay, cool.
Rummage through his shit.
Guidance.
Minus diary.
All right.
So, as you
I
rummage through
had
his
something.
stuff, you currently find out that he is writing letters to his family because apparently his home that is in the hill country area nearby Edinburgh, his home was swallowed by a purple worm, and so he has no home, so he's having to move in with his kids in Waleshore.
Oh. Oh no.
Well, sure is where we're going, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I will.
This just in. The kids murdered their dad, so he can't live with them.
Does he have like letters to his kids or stuff
Yeah.
like that?
Yeah.
All right,
He has letters addressed to him, basically saying, that they're sorry about his farmhouse being eaten by a purple worm, and he's welcome to live with them until he gets back on his feet.
I'll just pack up his things and take them with me and be like, we can probably deliver his stuff to his kids.
Won't the authorities deliver that?
Yeah, probably.
Would they? I feel like the authorities.
Probably, like all of his belongings
Okay.
would be with the body, and as they get a hold of his family.
Okay, and then okay. I was expecting them to be like the gold brand or whatever, where they kind of just be like, walk in, shoot him in the head for good measure, just to make sure, right? And then like
No.
and like leave all his shit. Like
Those guys were specifically the bounty hunter collection.
Yeah.
And that they scammed us out of a good chunk of gold.
Yeah.
okay, yeah, never mind. I won't take his stuff then.
Okay.
But
I
like,
mean,
there's no
would it mean?
mention for.
I mean, would it mean more if we delivered the news and saying we also caught the killer?
I mean,
Not
catching the
really.
killer, yes, but like the proper.
Okay. Yeah, we'll let the officials do it.
Yeah. Okay. I was expecting for it to be like fucking corporate, like super corp security for the city.
No, this
instead.
dude's just a farmer. He doesn't rate that high.
No, I was just wondering, like, the security detail for Waleshore. I was expecting to be like a super corp that would look at him and be like,
No.
can't be bothered with that shit.
Waleshore is a fishing and maritime trading hub, so it doesn't have the financial backing to be able to afford such security.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
I'll leave it here.
Edinburgh is like a massive city, and you guys are going to what is essentially
The sticks.
Yeah. By comparison.
Perfect.
Is there anything in here that sticks out to me in any way other than the letters? Was he carrying any weapons?
There's a series of horses carved from a dark wood in various sizes.
do the horses look like exactly? Are they like well
They
made?
look like handmade versions of wooden toys.
I'm going to avoid touching them, and
This curse is called the Trojan curse. Don't touch.
Well, wait, we saw nothing magical, so they're fine.
he's still not going to touch them. And does he carry any weapons on him at all, or?
The closest thing he has to a weapon is a wood carving knife.
Okay, so he just has whittling tools.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll leave it be, and turn back to them and be like, the guy can't have been on anyone's bad side too much. I mean, his house got destroyed by an animal. And, I mean, the guy wasn't even worried enough to carry a weapon with him.
So he was in the black market farming business, and the enemy tycoon sent a purple worm after his farm. Understood.
Yes, the first attempt was with the purple worm, and he survived. This time it was with the spider.
He's like, I survived a purple worm. I have nothing to fear. God can't kill me, and then a spider ate him. Hubris is the fall of all men.
No fear. One fear.
Oh no, my one
Fuck, that was
weakness,
good.
dying.
Is there
no
any-
fear. One
How much
fear.
damage is there to the room?
No damage.
No damage, so like no ripped sheets from the
Nothing.
spider attacking? Nothing? Oh.
Nope.
Picked up, gooped up, bitten up, dead. Right?
I guess.
Basically.
Okay.
I mean, he seems like a regular Joe Schmo,
Well,
Lock the door and close it.
which may make this even scarier.
yep.
My only other idea is they might want to actually hijack the train, I guess. Cause a scenario where they can either get all of us off or get all of us killed and maybe steal the technology in the engine room. It is a corporate secret.
Now, second crazy idea. What if they are trying to hijack the train, but it's because they don't want us going to the cherry?
But why would they? If they delay us on the train because of this, wouldn't they also be delayed? I'm pretty sure this is like the first train there.
Yes, but they could get the money they've won out of betting we wouldn't survive.
Well, then why wouldn't they try and kill one of us with the spider in our sleep first before we were alerted?
Wrong room. They did try to, but they sent a spider to the wrong room.
Simplest answer is always the correct one, but what's the simplest answer?
I think
It was
simplest
an
answer-
accident.
I think the simplest answer is they're probably after the technology in the engine room. We're not exactly high profile in any means. And the cherry dungeon might be a motivator, but they get more out of just getting there before us and then grabbing what they can before we get there. Make off with the
But-
loot.
Well, Billy made sure we were the first ones to get there. Like, we had first go. So
Mhm.
we killed beforehand. Then they win the bet, and then they send this next group of people. Weird shit.
Even I put 1,000 gold on us, and I don't think killing a train full of people is worth that. Even for most people who are down on their luck.
Well, Like I said, let's go
I'm
to
just
bed
saying
before.
the cherry dungeon thing might not make much sense.
That it respectfully, I don't think it makes any sense. And the more we mention something that we shouldn't be talking about, the more worried I get.
Right, well, let's
I
go to
think
bed before more crazy ideas come out of my mouth.
Alright, we go to bed. I specifically would like to stay up for the rest of the night because I assume I've gotten enough sleep to essentially take a watch for the rest of the long rest.
If you want to,
I
sure.
suppose. Yeah, I'll like grab a chair and I'll sit in our room, but I'll like at the door with the door closed, and I'll lean my head against the door with my ear right against it,
Mm-hmm.
just in case I hear any movement at all in the hallway.
Yep. Okay.
I do think keeping watch wouldn't be a bad idea.
Well, Isabella planned on keeping watch for like the first hour, switching to 2 minutes and stuff, so.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, question: are we all in the same room?
we had it set up to where boys are
ladies
in
in
one
one
and girls
room.
are in another.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was just wondering if we were like all huddled into the same room or not for tonight.
Oh, during that conversation,
No.
probably.
Yeah, for conversation. Yeah.
Oh, conversation, yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I'll just be ear up against the door, listening.
Okay. And with that, the rest of the night goes by with an eerie level of silence before the dawn breaks, illuminating and reflecting off of the many dunes. And it is now morning. In the Thundering Badlands, that's what it was. Thundering Badlands. So, what's the plan for today?
You're gonna go with breakfast.
You may do that, Doom,
Awesome. Oh,
but it's going to be the same size.
that's fine. Also, I said the wrong thing.
Oh, okay.
That's what I meant to put. I was thinking of the other one because of.
Yeah. Yeah, you can do that.
Okay. In the morning, whenever we're going to go get breakfast, Madrash is going to hang back at first and tell Gleb and Jonah, like, you guys can go out there. I'll be out there shortly. I need to take care of something.
You still have Clarity's little guy, right?
Yes. And I'll, like, kind of lift up my neck and you can see the pseudo-dragon around it. Would you like him to come with you or stay with me?
Stay with you. I mean, you're going to be on your own.
Understandable. I'll pull a piece of, like, tack bread out from my bag and offer it to the pseudo-dragon. You're alright with that little guy, right?
It puts its nose up to that.
Alright. I'll find out what you like.
Likes beer. Likes alcohol.
Oh, wine. I hold up my
And
wineskin. Would you like a
No.
It starts licking its lips.
little? I give it like a large gulp for a pseudo dragon, but that's it. And then I put the wineskin away.
Oh.
It's drunk now. Congratulations.
It's one sip. It's one mouthful.
After you give it some of the wine and then take it away, it just like reaching its little arms for the wineskin, just like, no, come back.
It also just woke up and hasn't ate yet.
Okay.
You got it.
Care of the dog.
Yeah, plenty of people drink right after they wake up. It's fun.
Looks at Jonah. Yeah.
I take a sip out of my flask. And I walk to the,
God
dining station.
damn it.
It's only alcoholism if it becomes a problem.
It's only a problem if you get caught.
Okay. Breakfast is served with a solemn air to the room. While you guys are getting breakfast, the cursed man, Charles, and the lady with the turban are there. You guys overhear that she introduces herself to the bartender as Lucille. And they have brief but pleasant small talk during the meal.
Does she notice my presence at any point?
When you guys walk in, she gives you guys a welcoming nod.
Yeah, I'll give her a smile, meeting eye contact. Would I be able to make an insight check to see if she stiffens up or
Yeah, go for it.
22.
Yeah, she's not pleased to see that you're there.
Interesting.
So, after finishing breakfast, is there anything you guys want to do?
I'm probably gonna just people watch.
Okay.
A little late to breakfast, you'll see Madrash coming out, and he is clearly excited. and he's holding a large cloth over his hand.
Oh,
He goes, so I did a thing.
If you pull that off and it's a fucking spider.
Even better, I pull back the cloth and there's a parrot on my hand.
what the fuck?
And then in Jonah's voice it says, if that's a fucking spider.
Madrash, no, you didn't.
Madrash, yes.
Why? Why?
Oh, well, I thought about how crucially helpful Clarity's little companion is, and I thought if I could have one of my own, that would be very beneficial. And then I thought, well, that would be fun to have someone to talk to like that. Don't you agree? And it just says in my voice, don't you agree? I'm not telling him to do that. He's a little scamp. I enjoy this so much.
Certainly interested.
Clarity, you notice that your pseudo dragon is looking very angry and has a mouthful of red feathers.
Maybe I should take back my little one then. I don't want him eating your bird.
Well, I was
I got
thinking,
him.
and
Does it
I'm gonna
reach
hold the
over?
parrot. I'm gonna hold
Okay.
the parrot out towards Clarity and Isabella. That this one could go with you for now.
Isabella will put her hand out for the parrot to see if it jumps to her.
The parrot hops to your arm, looks at you, squawks a little bit before raising his tail up and pooping.
Isabella just looks at it and is like, I'm gonna teach you so many swear words.
Swear words.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
I feel like this is a mistake.
I feel
My,
like this is great.
What a colorful creature you are.
The pseudo dragon just glares at you now, Clarity, and just like, don't you fucking dare.
I think your pseudo dragon's jealous.
Hold on. I just want to roll a
He
d20 to
is a
see.
little. He is a little territorial.
Madresh.
I'm not too surprised.
Madresh kind of like tilts his head over to Clarity, and then the parrot flies over, lands on Clarity's shoulder, and like starts like I can't remember, nuzzling against you. He likes you.
No. Madresh,
Oh, this is
get
gonna
off
be
me before my pseudo dragon tries to sting it with its poison.
About that. Madresh, what's your AC again?
Mine?
Yeah.
Like 11.
Yeah, you get stung. You feel the stinger from the pseudo dragon stab you in the back. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
A con
Yeah.
save? Absolutely.
At that point, I think Jonas is like gonna grab the pseudo dragon. Nope. Come here, buddy. Come here, buddy. Have a
25?
Like,
Okay, you pass. You take 4 points of piercing damage as you just feel it like trying to repeatedly stab you in the back as it's just like, you fucking bastard.
Man, I wish you rolled a natural 1.
It would have been funny if you just passed the fuck out. Yeah, that would have been funny.
If
That
I
was
rolled
my
a
hope.
natural 1, I would have still had a 7.
Yeah, but that you wouldn't have fallen unconscious because that's not 5 or
just
more because
correct.
DC's 11.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna grab for the pseudo dragon, like pull out my flask, like, hey, buddy, hey, look over here. Hey, you want some? You love
I guess
this.
he doesn't want any of my wine ever again if he's going to throw a tantrum.
It's just gonna glare and hiss at you.
I'm going to take a long swig of my wine.
The limited telepathy that Clarity is receiving, it's along the lines of a cartoonish Wile E. Coyote hijinks of Madresh just getting like destroyed by explosives, rocks falling on him getting decapitated, just cartoonish violence.
oh, buddy.
I'll like unscrew the cap of my flask, pour him a cap full, and like hold it in front. I'm like, here, yeah, distract the bad acting animal. Distract the
Perfect.
misbehaving cat with the like whatever it is, like the treat
Hey.
stick.
Look, I think it's fair of it to be upset that it's not the only animal nearby. It's not.
Didn't Gleb make one as well?
Misbehaving.
Gleb made his hand look like a spider. Gleb made his hand look like a different animal. I think that's just his hand.
I think that is very different than having a large. Yeah, the parrot is. Why a parrot? I'm curious. Why did you choose a parrot?
So that it can talk back.
Oh, I'm gonna make sure you regret that when I teach it all the swears I know.
It looks at you and it just says, "Fuck."
Oh, just wait.
Well, if
And
anything,
Isabella.
sorry. If anything, this means
Yeah,
we need to be careful of what we say around the parrot.
Yes, the
Like,
parrot's the
no.
one you need to be careful around. Matrash just shrugs.
Isabella looks at the parrot and says fucking Gaelic at it.
It repeats it in your own voice.
Perfect.
At least we'll know who says what when it blurts out everything that we don't need said.
I mean, I can always say in the language I said, because none of you guys understand what I just said.
That's correct.
Thankfully, he is agreeable, though a little bit of a mischief maker, from my understanding.
Oh, so basically it's you in a smaller body. Don't tell me I'm wrong, Matrash. You just summoned
Madrash
a
is
mini
just like
animal,
looking
you.
up with his head tilted to the side. No, you're right.
Good.
Though, if you listen closely, you can tell that it's just an imitation. He's very good at mimicry, that's all.
Sorry.
Gesundheit. It was either that or an owl. I thought an owl would be too conspicuous.
But owls can like rotate their heads like almost 360 degrees. That would be better.
So we pick the heavily colored, bright, talking creature instead.
I look at myself and I go, yes, he fits with my aesthetic.
I do think it definitely seems less out of place for him to have a parrot than like something like a cat or something.
Though I did
Yeah, the
consider
cat
a
would.
weasel.
Weasels.
And particularly just speaking of the conspicuous part.
I mean, at least with the owl, if it eats something, it does poop it out eventually. And sometimes you see skeletons in the poop.
Pretty sure
Interesting.
most things take a shit. In fact, you just watched it take a shit. It points at the
I haven't
table.
fed it yet. That's what's interesting. I don't know what that was. So, prestidigitation. But yeah, how would we like to proceed, gang?
I have no idea.
We have a lot to work on. Somebody was
We do
able
have
to.
a remarkable lack of information.
That turban woman certainly is cautious around me.
Jonah,
Well, like-
would you like to go on the back and shoot the clay pigeons?
Yeah, I can do that. I'll just stand up and walk off.
Wonderful. I'll let the game master know that we want to use the skeet shooter.
You got it.
Clarity, glad you guys have any ideas. Because I have none.
Not a clue.
I have string in my like inventory, like a spool of string. Can I just take some of that and like tie like a slip knot on either end? I put one around like my left hand, right? And then when we walk out, I put the other end on the door handle of the door that we came out to get out here, and I'm just gonna hold it so it's just barely taut. So if someone opens the door, it will pull my hand.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh.
Well, now we
Make
have
up
a
your mind.
parrot.
Do you want snuggles or no? Oh my gosh. Alright, so you
Yeah.
got two of the guys are gonna go do some recreational shooting for some time. What about everybody else?
We could look into the woman.
True. Also, Clarity, you said you could read anything, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this is just Isabel being purely curious. She's gonna write a sentence that just says, "Hello, I'm Isabella" in Gaelic, and just hand it to Clarity to see if she can read it.
Can I read
With
it?
the eyes of the Rune Keeper, you can read it.
Hello, is Isabella, I say, passing
Oh.
the sheet of paper back.
Oh. Okay, I just wanted to check something. I'll explain that later tonight. Anyhow, yeah, I think that idea might be good.
Okay,
ZZ, Sleepy Stardust, raiding in with 5 people to the stream of Oboram.
Hurrah!
Shout out at ZZ's. Hello. Have
Jesus,
a shout
what?
out.
Thank you.
Sky Children of the Light. Hope you had fun with your game.
well,
Glad you love D&D, Sleepy.
I too love D&D. We're so in sync. Crazy.
Alright. So,
So, are we gonna look at the turban woman's room?
you could investigate the room if you want to, yes.
I figured I could pose as a immediate enough distraction to give you guys the time to do so if you would like. Or I could, I kind of tap my head, let the pseudo dragon know, and see if maybe he can let them know. I don't know how
You
far
can
my
have.
is from me right now.
I mean, at least let them know what we plan on doing. Would be smart. Then, however we get to do it is how we do it.
Is the pseudo dragon within 100 feet of me?
Yes.
Okay. I would probably telepathically speak to it and say, hey, we are going to try to see if we can find out some more about this turban lady. If you could let Midrash and Jonah know, where if they would like to come along or investigate her room, I will keep her distracted.
Okay. He.
I realize I'm saying this now, but he only speaks in simple.
Yeah, it's going to be a very hard time to talk to them aside from just pointing and then, like, tapping on their shoulder and then pointing down the passageway that they came.
What is it, boy? What is it, boy?
Little Timmy's fallen in the well again.
I already fell down the well again. Oh no.
How would you like to distract Lucille?
Well, I haven't actually had the opportunity to talk to her yet.
Okay.
What is she currently doing right now?
At the moment, she is in the dining cart, um, doing some knitting.
Okay. Um, I would probably peek my head in and say, "Oh, are you how proficient are you at doing your craft?" I kind of point at the knitting.
Oh, well, I think I'm pretty good, but my grandchildren complain saying it's too itchy, it's too hot. But I just want to make sure that they're okay. And besides,
Oh,
eyesight isn't so good, but I can still knit just as well with my old fingers.
I see. Well, my name is Rebecca. I am traveling along with a couple of friends of mine. Do you mind if I sit down with you?
Of course, of
I
course. My name is Lucille.
thank
It's
you.
nice to meet you.
Lucille, what an attractive name.
Thank you.
So, you're going to visit some grandkids, huh?
Yep, got a
That sounds
fresh new batch
lovely.
of little rugrats down in Whale Shore, and I gotta go make sure that they each have a nice little sweater as she shows off a few baby size sweaters.
Oh, wow, those are so impressive. I've never done crafting like this myself. I mean, I mainly do partake in books myself. I'll be honest with everything that's happened on the card. I've been very nervous about
I know.
being
I
alone,
can't
and
believe
I
that there
I
was
tick.
someone. I can't believe someone died on this train right across from my cabin. It's. Oh, it's. It chills you to the bone thinking that there's something out there that could do that to a person.
It's awful. Um, I mean, I've been kind of putting my head in a book, trying not to think about it. Is that in particular why you picked up your knitting?
Well, there's not much I can do. Being as my age, I can't really do anything. If death comes a knocking, I can't do much about it, so I might as well occupy my time with my needles.
I completely
Besides, it
understand.
does
Well, I would
wonders for
love to.
traveling.
I do a bit of travel myself, but I would love to hear about how you make such clothing and maybe talk about your family. I think it would help ease my mind as we travel
Of course, of course. Here,
amongst.
hold this as she hands you her current project and fishes around in her fairly large bag and pulls out a series of small paintings. So this is Joseph. He's my firstborn. He got married to, let's see, yeah, the admiral's daughter. It was a shotgun wedding. He's
Oh no.
not my proudest moment, but yeah, the admiral caught him in bed with his daughter, and the next day they were married. And right now they've got 8 children.
My, what a happy little family you have, and it's unfortunate of the circumstances, but at least
Oh
it seems like
no,
they're happy
he
now.
he did a good job. See, he doesn't have to work at all anymore, and he's kind of a deadbeat, but that's okay because it means he spends plenty of time with his kids.
My God.
Yes. And fostering our youth today, I believe, is a very important asset for tomorrow's future.
Sure, I plan on just loading up all them grandkids with sugar and giving it back to them. So then here's my second
had a-
child. She's got no kids at the moment, just a bunch of cats. But that's okay. She says that she'll wait till she's ready for kids.
Oh my. What an adorable little kitty.
Yeah.
I'm sure
I
she'll
keep-
be ready eventually.
Oh, if she's not ready in the next few years, she's gonna have to adopt.
And that is perfectly well and okay.
It is. But I wish that she would at least not have so many cats. 12's too many.
As long as she's able to love and cherish each and every one of them, I can't complain.
I can complain. Every time I visit, it smells of cat piss.
That makes sense. Hey, out of curiosity, I know... Have you been worried about anybody on the train? Like...
Yes, I have. So I've got
Because,
my
I mean, myself
suspicion-
personally... Oh,
I've got my
Yes.
suspicions. See, I think that it was that Helena Drake woman. I heard that she had some falling out with some previous lovers, and that's why she's leaving town. I think that tiefling man might have been one of her suitors that she was trying to run away from. I think it's a lover's spat. Although I wouldn't have gone with spiders myself. Ugh, disgusting things.
I agree.
Yeah.
I
'Cause
think it's
back in-
suspicious that... Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Because back in my day, we used to just pour poison into their drink if we wanted to get back at a lover. But nowadays, you have to have it be so complicated.
Who the fuck is this old lady?
Back in my days, we were more civilized. We would use cyanide.
Well, you know what they say, the more complicated the murder, the more difficult it is to track down the murderer.
I guess, but I don't know. Men used to be men, and now they're. I'm just disappointed in my son. I'm sorry. I'm just old and jaded, and I do love him, but I wish that he would, get a career. Being an artist isn't that good of a career nowadays. Not since they have them, those photograph things. The same amount of work in only a handful of minutes. I won't be wanting painters
I
anymore
would
long.
say... I think I would disagree. I think because the medium of art is starting to die down, it would make, if he is good at his craft, his paintings worth even more. I mean, that is how supply and demand works.
Well, now you're
With
sounding
people dropping
just
painting
like
to pick up.
him. Oh, I'll make it one day as a big artist. All I have to do is get some fancy lord to be interested in paying for my craft. But until then, he's still living off of his wife's paychecks. I'm sorry, I don't mean to complain to you about my woes in this manner.
No, not at all. In fact, I think talking to you has helped ease my mind as we travel along. So I thank you for this.
Meanwhile,
I'll be honest, I haven't really talked to many. Oh, God. Yeah.
No, you're fine. Keep going.
Nope. Feel free. I'm
Okay.
I'm doing my job of distraction.
Yeah, I was just gonna. Meanwhile, while the distraction's going on, the guys are investigating the cabin.
Well, Pleb and Isabella are.
Yeah.
Before. Oh wait, no, we're not there.
Yeah,
We're,
you
we're
guys are
just
just
You're in
getting
the shooting
harassed.
range.
Yeah, we're just getting
So,
harassed by
Pleb
the
and
pseudo
Isabella.
dragon for some reason.
Pleb and Isabella go to the room. Do.
Yeah.
All right.
What is the lock situation like on our rooms?
It's like a
I
Are
dead.
they?
locked.
It's like a deadbolt on the inside. Okay.
Yeah.
I made sure to lock my room and Clarity's room, cause I don't trust people.
Oh yeah. Do we have like? I assume we have keys. That would make sense.
Yeah, for your cabins.
All right. Question is her room unlocked?
It is locked.
Oh, but do you know how to unlock doors?
Oh, I might be able to make something work.
I mean, I can try, but I can't
What-
promise anything.
What is the how sealed tight are these doors? Like, what's the gap at the bottom of them?
There's a decent sized gap at the bottom.
Do you want to like swoop down and turn into like a snake and go underneath and then unlock it?
Listen, well, maybe. We'll see. Listening, it doesn't sound like anybody's in there.
It doesn't sound like anyone's in there, no.
Give it a little tiny knock.
No
Just
answer.
a little bit. Nothing. Okay. It's just a deadbolt?
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna.
I mean, I could try.
No,
I could try to pick the lock, but I don't have any tools for it.
I think I got it. Hold on. I'm just gonna
Okay.
crouch down at the door. Put my hand down below. I'm going to copy paste your thing real quick. So you can decide how to describe this. Specifically the second part.
Oh, you DM'd it to me.
Yes.
There's up to 6 inches wide and 10 feet long. Yeah, so you stick your hand under the door and it starts to kind of stretch out a bit. And as it does, the farther it stretches, it starts to lose your skin tone color. And you're able to reach and unlock the door. And when it opens and your hand is returning back to its original size, it's got kind of this moist green jelly-like look to it before it returns to normal.
You were plasmoid? Is that your race?
What the fuck did I miss when I was like in my? That's new, Gleb.
Nope. We're all right. We're in. Let's get in here. Go.
Okay. Make sure we lock it after we leave, okay?
Yep. I'm gonna lock it now once you get in here, but.
Yep.
Yeah, Isabella walks in with Gleb.
Okay. This has all 3 women stay in this room?
Yep.
All 3 of them. Okay.
Well, it is now since everyone's grouping up for safety.
Yeah. Who was it that was spending time in a separate room? Was it the old woman?
Yes.
Or is it the?
Oh,
It was the also. So she probably doesn't have much of her stuff in here.
Well, this was originally her, and we went into the what you were talking about, I think.
the turban woman.
The turban.
That's,
Yeah, this
I,
was her room
I
originally.
believe the
so.
turban woman and the prostitute were in this room, and then
The old
the
lady was
other
in the
old
other
lady
one.
was in the one next to it.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright, so let's look around, I guess.
All right,
Yeah.
roll investigation.
Yay, investigation.
Um,
What Isabella's amazing at. Sure.
I will. What is investigation called, Hollander? Int.
Oh!
Int.
I'm not even gonna bother wasting a hero point on that 4.
I'm going to cast Enhance Ability on myself.
All right.
To give myself, what is it? Fox's Cunning. Give myself advantage.
You got it.
Is it for an hour? Yeah, 1 hour. Advantage on on intelligence checks for 1 hour. So one of these with advantage. Hell yeah.
All right.
Natural 20!
Oh, hi, cat. Oh my gosh, you're just in a snuggly mood today. Okay.
Let's go, Glab!
All right. So, in the room, you find a various amounts of luggage with different clothing and personal effects. Nothing that really stands out. What you do notice is that what appears to be Lucille's bunk, there isn't a whole lot. Like one change of clothes and what's it looking for? Some yarn in a bag for various knitting projects. However, with that high investigation check, you notice something odd about the yarn being used. It has it doesn't look like typical wool yarn that would be used.
Is it spider silk like?
It is.
Okay. Okay. I will. This is just like a spool of it.
No, they're skanks of yarn. Or skeins. Skein, that's the word I'm looking for. A skein of yarn. Which is just it's a bundle professionally rolled up so it doesn't make knots. Skein. I know words. I know fancy words.
That makes one of us. I will try to just like take a couple of inches of it and cut it and pocket it if I can.
Do you happen to have a very, very strong magic knife?
Isabella's axe. Would Isabella's axe work?
That would work, yeah. Because this is like spider silk in enough density to where it's yarn, so it's going to be strong.
Isabella offers her axe to you.
That might be a little brutish. I do have a +1 moon sickle that I probably still have with me while we're in cabins and stuff.
This is +1 as well, and it dispels magic.
If I can use the moon sickle, I will. If not, then I'll use that.
The sickle works.
Oh.
Okay.
It's magic.
Just want to trim a couple inches of that, so that way, like, we have some form of proof to bring to others.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want to confirm Lucille is the turban woman that
Yes.
Jonah is curious about.
Correct.
Suspicious about. Okay. Just making sure names are matching people to me in my brain.
You got it.
Smart. I think Isabella's low investigation roll is due to she's disturbed by like the thing she sees in the other woman's drawers.
Yeah. There are definitely some strange leather attire and various other phallic-shaped objects.
You find anything useful?
I thought people are supposed to wash these after using them.
They're certainly useful.
Just
And
not in this situation.
this looks like it was like on the wall of a bathroom and didn't get properly cleaned. I'm closing this drawer. I think Madresh needs to talk to this lady.
Madrat, like, is she royalty or something, or is he gonna have a fun time with her?
He's gonna have a very fun time with her.
Oh, okay. Understood.
I think more fun than Meebo.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah,
Alright.
I heard. Yeah, let's go. Let's lock the door on our way out and go.
Quick glance under the bed. Anything down there?
There's a tiny beholder down there. Yeah,
Holy shit!
No, you're good. There's nothing else there.
If nothing else there, I will, So, my Find Familiar only lasts for 3 hours, just so you are aware. But I will, drop another hand off Hand Spider and let it crawl up under the bed and just stay.
Got it.
I am more confused now than ever, Gleb.
Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's a long story. But it seems like we all have some of those, so...
You know what? We should share stories after tonight. I think you and I would bond over a few things.
Maybe. I don't know.
Honestly, there's might be some things. Let's go. I don't want to be caught in here.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything else for us here.
Nope. Can we lock the door then leave?
You'd have to leave, and then Gleb would have to do the stricken thing again to lock it.
Okay.
I will do that.
Locking the door behind you guys, you head on out. By this time, Clarity is well versed in all of the juicy drama with Lucille's whole family, including all the grandchildren.
Mm-hmm.
Yay!
Does anyone come out or is out near the clay pigeon launching when we are shooting?
Not really. Every now and then a couple of the other passengers come to see what's going on before heading back.
What people are especially interested?
Let's see. The elderly woman who is the prostitute stops by for a bit. The cursed man with the twigs in his hair stops by. And then the old lady with the bracelet. No, wait, that's also the prostitute. I'm done. The other elderly lady stops by to light up her pipe for a few smokes before heading back in.
Right. You know what? I'd like to speak out. Who are we suspicious of?
Ow, ow, ow.
Like, who do we get, like, sustenance from? We got
It's basically Lucille right now,
yeah,
to
it's
be
basically
honest.
Lucille, but we had like a couple other people. The prostitute has been sharing a room with her regardless, like the same one. So I'll call out to her when she comes out and say, would you like to take a few shots?
Oh, no, thank you. I don't practice this sport.
Well, never a bad time to start a sport.
Well, why not?
I'll let her take a shot or two.
Alright. Roll to see if she accidentally drops the gun.
I'm keeping a fucking eye on it. That was in my head already. I was thinking she was gonna throw it off the back or some shit.
She goes to fire it, and the recoil surprises her, and she drops it.
Yeah, I'm ready for that. I gotta grab it.
Alright.
I don't
And
need
she
to
just
roll
kind of
anything,
looks
right?
up
I
to you
just,
with a
like,
sheepish grin. Sorry.
it's fine. Lots of people get scared by it the first time.
Okay.
Does she... Do I get the feeling while she's holding it? Does she seem relaxed around us?
Not especially, no.
Okay. Does it seem more towards me or both of us in general?
I think it's both.
Both? Okay. Well, you were a good sport. I'll hold out my hand to shake.
She offers her hand in kind.
Jonah, this is Madrash. Good to meet you.
Helena
Very
Drake.
good to meet you.
She does give you both kind of an eye up and down to size you up before losing interest.
Right.
Is there anything else you guys would like to do?
I'm shooting clay pigeons.
Mm. I think as like before we walk back to the room, Isabel go to walk with Gleb and be like, should we like take this thing we got to Jonah and see if he has anything to say?
It's more for confirmation of suspicions. We think. I mean, we know a spider was involved, and this is very clearly spider silk of some
I
sort.
mean, there's something I hate saying this, but and remember how when we were in the tunnels, you guys couldn't understand that cat person thing, and I could.
Oh, the
But
what person?
the driver,
Oh, yes.
I could like get my toes and see if the old lady tells me language.
So,
Maybe?
as you guys are discussing this, you hear a large crash, clattering sound, and two screams from two cars ahead of you. Clarity, you hear the same from one car behind you.
We hear
Isabella
that
is
on the
like
back.
now.
You guys are too far at the back with the pigeon launcher to hear that.
Would my
Isabella
familiar
just
tell me?
calls.
Oh yeah, because it's with Clarity right now.
And we do
yes,
have the
it
pseudo
would.
dragon, yeah. Okay.
It would alarm you that there is something going on. And that is
Okay.
what we're going to pick up next week.